Kevin Taylor is in a big trouble because Otafu member of parliament under the NPP party. I say say Kevin Taylor is now a free man. Or see ruling I see here Supreme Court no or no onjin to me ne engine too much. Now GD se fictitious nyama bi esi here and sana this ruling ever.
Yet the acting CJ have gotten enough time to set a date to listen to this frivolous and this first match of a case at the Supreme Court and get 3 judges that were appointed by President Mahama recently to rule on the matter and say that they have acquitted, or if you like, they have quashed the bench warrant. My question is, the procedure of the court and the substantive law is that before you charge anybody of a criminal offense, the offense should have been stated in law. The punishment thereof should have also been stated in law. Contempt proceedings, I agree, has not been stated in the Criminal Offences Act. However, the Constitution allows the court, whether Supreme Court or any superior court, to charge anybody for contempt if it feels that that person has disrespected the court. It was on that basis that because of the commentaries that were made by Kevin Taylor, the High Court invited him. Get it well. The High Court only invited him.
Adofemo Akwaba, Ediba Vimbas TV. So, we share video on YouTube. First of all, like, share, and subscribe in case you have it. Now, we share video on TikTok. Full video of Vimbas on YouTube. So, Otafu member of parliament known as Honorable Vincent Eko Asafua Ababe Kasa, or say he is not happy, say Kevin Taylor is now a free man. So, what happened? On January 2020, NHS a High Court a ruling be a buy from Justice Eric Che Bafo or say what issue a bench warrant. I will say you could check Kevin Taylor and be appear before court and answer some questions what making concerning him. Now Emra will make this judgment. No, Kevin Taylor since that time didn't come to Ghana until say NDC about power. Now Oba Ghana speculation I tie a call out. And it's a national security officials and then the government of Ghana allegedly are protecting.
I already the number. Na dia yana areho ne se. Enipa wo di judge for atem. Enipa wo di sitting presidents atem. Enipa wo twa mada pakuru ni. Nipa kankan brita. Futa. Na obedru kuro ni mu a. Near the Nafa VVIP, presidents, former president, any diplomats ever, when a warrant is on that idiot, and we say we are resetting. So resetting, a binding nibu, a court warrant. Exactly. In 2020, a good father pencil, and the case you call court to an NCA officials. Yes, we almost discover NCA. And Justice Cheba for a preside over the matter. And a branch in his usual fashion. According to Justice Cheba for them, say our videos, our audios, our year, Justice Cheba for a compromise by operation of law. By the convention of the court. Whenever you scandalize, you guys want to court to know anymore. A book court to know anymore. All my courts need look a certain way in the eyes of the people. The courts have inherent power. Say omobe frel. Say what cause contempt. If you feel say our rights, or fundamental human right has been abused, there are processes that you go through. Constitutional and Article 33. It says that when you feel your fundamental human rights have been abused, you have to go to High Court and make sure you seek for a redress. It will head the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court judges in here. If it's a fundamental human right, the arrest warrant was not issued in accordance with the law. Where is he supposed to seek a redress?
So what then happened? Kevin Taylor decided to challenge this ruling. Now, Enron Oko PM or Supreme Court. Now, ruling a by 4-1 in his favor. Say, that bench warrant, it wasn't issued properly. They didn't follow due process. It doesn't hold water. So officially, Kevin Taylor is free. He can walk into Ghana and leave free of charge. Obi ntimi emfa ne nsa enka no. Na eno na the 1957 news catch up with this old Tafo MP, Mr. or Honorable Vicenta of voice out with displeasure. Yenkasa pi adofo mumenko tie the okan.
David sworn to it and made the people of Ghana to understand that this is the playbook that they want to play. And today, a criminal case that is between the Republic and Eugene Bafuboni, a brother of the acting CJ. The acting CJ who has refused to set a date in my substantive matter in court. And that substantive matter in court, okay, because I did not go to court for the interlocutory injunction. I went to court for the substantive matter. Which substantive matter, for about 3 months, the acting CJ had refused to set a date, but was able to set a date for Kevin Taylor's matter.
Are you sure?
A constitutional matter that I had invoked the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court by way of Article 2 and 130. The combined effect was supposed to give effect to a constitutional provision. Unfortunately, the acting CJ today is saying that he does not have any interest in that matter. A substantive matter that has been before the Supreme Court for about 3 months. They gave an interlocutory ruling about 2 months ago. Do you know that even the Attorney General has not filed any response to the substantive matter in court? Do you know that the Attorney General, as we speak, has not filed any response to the substantive matter at the Supreme Court? Yet, the acting CJ have gotten enough time to set a date to listen to this frivolous and this first match of a case at the Supreme Court and get 3 judges that were appointed by President Mahama recently to rule on the matter and say that they have acquitted, or if you like, they have quashed the bench warrant. My question is, the procedure of the court and the substantive law is that before you charge anybody of a criminal offense, the offense should have been stated in law. The punishment thereof should have also been stated in law. Contempt proceedings, I agree, has not been stated in the Criminal Offences Act. However, the Constitution allows the court, whether Supreme Court or any superior court, to charge anybody for contempt if it feels that that person has disrespected the court. It was on that basis that because of the commentaries that were made by Kevin Taylor, the High Court invited him. Get it well. The High Court only invited him. He was cited for contempt. So it is an invitation for you to come, for you to be heard. When you come, you are not going to be sentenced. You will be listened to first in accordance with the Audi Otaram Patem rule. So until you have been heard, you cannot be convicted. So if Kevin Taylor was asked to come to court to explain the commentaries that he made and he refused to come, he disrespects the court, does not show any respect to the court, does not say anything about it for about 5 years, only for him to come back when the NDC is now in power to say that I want to quash that. I've given you an information. Whatever you want to do with that information is your own cup of tea.
You made a wild allegation that Kevin Taylor was living in the vice president's house, and also he was under the protection of the national security. When you make
he has not come to deny it. I have said so. Hold on. I have said so. I have said so. You see, there are some allegations that you do not always need the one making the allegations to prove. I am saying that the guy was in town. There is something I said. Up till now, he has not been able to, as it were, say that it is not true. He was not supposed to come to this country. How did he get to this country? And we were told that he used gate number 19 or so. He has not been able to disprove all these things. A simple manifest at the airport can show. And that is why it is one of the questions that I have filed to the Minister for Transport to provide those evidence so that we can also be able to do justice to it on the floor of Parliament. 2 weeks now, the Speaker of Parliament is not ready to admit those questions. As to why he's not admitting those questions, he will have to answer. But of course, we'll use the parliamentary
Have you found out
Platforms
why
available to us.
your questions have not been admitted?
Well, you may have to help me. That's what I'm saying. That last Friday you saw me on the floor of Parliament questioning the Speaker of Parliament in the table office as to why those ministers that my questions are directed to are already coming to the House. Okay, those ministers were coming to the House this week and next week. So why don't you table those questions for them to answer it while they are coming to the House? It is because there's a playbook. They have to follow the playbook. The NDC is in government. They are in government. They are chopping parts.
So this is the member of parliament, Wakasa, Ediafa Supreme Court ruling in favor of Kevin Taylor. GD say, NDC officials be almost one side and working things out for Kevin Taylor's favor. So this particular issue had done a big issue, like extremely a big issue. Kevin Taylor's news had done a big topic out there. Now, so the lawyer during a conversation with Joy News, break it down what he thinks about the ruling. Also, look, Adam and Eve, Grandpa Mudibon, maybe some questions and son or passing judgment. How much more Kevin Taylor? And the other four, way and a story be a blow up. What do you have to say? Kindly let us know under the comment section. Vimbas TV show and movie.
Vimbas TV.